Hello beautiful people, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Mai, and if you're not so new, welcome back. Now, if you're like me, you're worrying about that Christmas is looming around the corner, so I thought why not make a video on giving some advice on what to buy for fans of games. And I might even have a couple of bits at the end that might help you, so stick around for that. This one's purely for Nintendo, but I am going to be posting one for Xbox and PlayStation pretty soon, so keep an eye out for that. And if you want to be kept notified about when I'm next going to be posting a video, why not hit that subscribe button, give this video a like as well, and you'll know when I'm going to be posting next. In the meantime, let's get stuck in. If the person you're buying for already has a Switch, it's likely they already have this game. If not, it's a perfect way to get into the Zelda series as the next game is expected to come out next year. I bought Breath of the Wild with my Switch, and several years later, I'm still making new experiences in the game. There's also DLC, which means if they finish the game, there's more fun to be had. In all honesty, this one might be tricky to get hold of. However, if you're lucky enough to find one, Super Mario 3D All-Stars is great for any new and seasoned Nintendo fan. It contains 3 Mario games from 3 different generations of consoles: Super Mario Sunshine, Super Mario Galaxy, and Super Mario 64. 3 games for the price of 1. This isn't your typical Pokemon game, but it's my favourite that's been released in recent years. Pokemon Legends Arceus is a semi-open world game and, in my opinion, pretty ambitious for the series. It has a decent game-timed story, great replayability for shiny hunters and Pokemon collectors, and still a pretty recent game. I imagine every wishlist this Christmas will include this game, and I couldn't agree with that more. Animal Crossing New Horizons is suitable for all ages, adaptable to anyone's desired playstyle, and cute to boot. There's multiplayer if you want to play with friends, but if they don't really fancy it, the single player of the game is perfection. The final update added some fab things to the game, and the DLC Happy Home Paradise will allow the player to explore the game further. In my opinion, I'm a little bit rubbish at this game, but it doesn't mean I haven't been enjoying it. Smash is really popular with Nintendo fans and those in the fighting game community. You can play as some of your favorite characters, and with the Fighters Pass, which costs extra I'm afraid, you have a huge choice of Nintendo and some third-party characters to play or fight against. I think it's safe to say that not all Nintendo fans are into platformers or Pokemon games, which is why I'd highly recommend OCTOPATH Traveler. It plays homage to traditional turn-based RPGs such as the early Final Fantasy titles with a gorgeous HD 2D art style. You play through the stories of 8 unique characters and unravel more about each of their backstories along the way. They've recently announced a sequel, and although not necessary to play the first one, it's utterly stunning. So I've loved this series for the last few years. Overcooked is a cooking game which encourages you to work together. I would primarily class this as a co-op game, but you can still play solo and swap between chefs. It's bloody difficult if you do that. It's suitable for all ages, thankfully, and with its humour, art style, and replayability, it's a decent series. This footage is for the sequel, however, they have since released the all-you-can-eat edition, which has both games and the DLC for a reasonable price. During the time of recording, this game hasn't been released yet. However, for any Pokemon fan, it's bound to be on their wishlist. It's certainly on mine. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are due to be released on November 18th with much anticipation. It's more like your traditional Pokemon game, but they've now introduced new features, including multiplayer. If they happen to have all these games, then why not get them a new controller? Anything from the Pro Controller to this Powerade pad to even Joy-Cons is a stellar choice. Another option can also be to get some vouchers for the eShop or even a Nintendo Switch Online membership. They have access to lots of retro games, and with the expansion pass that includes N64, they also have the ability to play DLC from selected games, including the Animal Crossing DLC I mentioned earlier in the video. I also mentioned before about how I might be able to help you with something else, and to be honest, it's just a little advice. I'm a fan and believer that whatever you buy, it doesn't need to be brand spanking new. There are shops and websites which offer pre-owned items, discounts, and cheaper bundles for sale. Just make sure to check the Trustpilot reviews or similar if you don't want to get scammed this Christmas. Now, it goes without saying that this video isn't necessarily just for Christmas. If you've got someone with a birthday coming up, or if you just fancy treating them and they happen to be a fan of Nintendo, use this list as kind of like a go-to. If you enjoyed the video, give us a little like and subscribe. You'll be notified when I'm next going to be posting. And let us know in the comments below if you've got any of these games currently on your wish list. I want to thank you so much for watching. Happy holidays and have a good one. Bye.